Morning, you guys. Rebecca here, Sirius Blue, and thanks for tuning in again. Today she gonna agim da de get you gonna niki gonna come kutia she liana gonna vishila nihi niki niki da the liga that who some time greti titam de gonna gonna hechi tanikli mojo shown later. Yeah, so the energies are excited today. Talking a little bit about the Earth and using the pop culture cue about Earth Day to bring in a little bit more of Earth awareness and how much we're missing that land connection in our modern times. It's like when the mother holds you in her tummy, it's the same thing. You have all forgotten this. Oh, excuse me. The guides are really excited. I've been spending time on the land last night, and more as my own need to feel the pulse, the deep, rich pulse of the earth, the native frequency of the earth in my own being, my body has been so powerful for me. And so the guides, I was often surrounded by what I perceive as indigenous ones when the light language is coming through in certain forms, and that's who showed up right off the bat when I opened this recording. We are always excited to bring those who are here back to the land. It is written in you. It can never be unwritten in you. So again, using the cue of Earth Day, which, if you're listening, you probably as well have a feeling it's not just one day a year, but more like every day and every breath, that we're here, we have this earth that is supporting us. And we know that. But do you feel it now? Do you begin to feel how you need to go back and feel the trees, the grass between your toes, the water around you, the water? Step into the water. Put your hands up to the sky. Hold the stones in your hands. Don't be afraid to get the dirt under your nails. Put your hands on the ground, the soil. In this way, the roots of the mother come back to you. The roots of the mother holding you close, mother and child. So right off the bat here, we're reminded, and I'm constantly being re-reminded, let's say, that the planetary blueprint and the blueprint of humanity is really, truly wed with Gaia. So as we resonate with her, we can come more back into balance, into a sense of cohesion that is a physical wellness as well as emotional cohesion. Integrated state of well-being rather than incoherent. That is to say, a calm, cool, serene place rather than static and noise. So it's really simple, and this comes up a lot with clients that I see who are having difficulties, and it's, in a way, it's not surprising that when we go into a reading, what will emerge is to help them on the journey that they're on, is to re-entrain and begin to resonate again with the earth frequencies. Because what I notice in myself and those around me, and just in the general the general proclivities of humans now, in the postmodern world, in the techno world, in the virtual world, is that we're starting to entrain more with the pulsation of man-made frequencies, and this has really deleterious effects on the human body, mind, heart, and energy field, and eventually on our organs, and can cause distress. It's not so good for us to be in constant when we're constantly being, we begin to resonate with the pulse of the cell phone and the cell towers and the Wi-Fi and our computers and the smart meters and all of the what I see in my vision is a lot of staccato frequencies that are rather than a long harmonious waveform, it's more of a chatter. I guess I can describe it more visually. Of course, you can make choices to minimize your exposure to these things, but one of the best things you can do is go back, even for some minutes, some hours, craft some time in a place that is natural and away from these things. It's simple medicine, simple wisdom, but something that's often overlooked in your times. To come home in this way rights many ills within the body, within the mind. So yeah, it is really simple, isn't it? And we just forget that, I was out on the land, not so far from here, watching I really like bats, and so there's a cave not too far from here that I went to again last night to watch the bats come out, and I would say a conservative estimate would be 1 million. And they're Mexican free-tailed bats. It's so fascinating to watch them. I'll try and put a clip up at the end of this audio just so you can have a taste of that. But I noticed the first time I witnessed this, I was like, my mouth was hanging open. I could not believe how many bats and how in the challenges our Earth and so many species and micro environments of our planet are, so much is being affected negatively by what's going on our Earth, and to see something, feel something so fecund and so just life. It really lit me up. It was like it woke something up inside of me. That's where I'm getting at. That's where I'm going here. So important. Lit up my heart, lit up my cells, lit up everything. So I did that again last night. So astonishing. Yes, of course, you remember this. Everyone does long ago. Again, it is written in you. It cannot be unwritten, this knowing. You all come from here, and the stars too. Yeah, so even though many of you listening, we have this relationship with the stars, and I certainly do. We're in the lee of the full moon and that sort of quickening energy. I love that. And also, I'm always watching the sky. Jupiter's been awesome in the dawn sky. If you guys are up early, you can check that out. But also, we're here in 3D bodies, and it's kind of part of the gig here in the meat suit thing, the skin suit aspect of being a visceral being. We are connected to Gaia. We have that as our support system, and not just a resource, but a nurturing support to rest within the earth pulse, the earth breath, the light of the earth, of Gaia. And so out of the bat caves, just using that as an example, and nobody goes out here really. It's sort of public land, but quiet, hidden gem. No one goes, no one knows. I was out, I spent a couple hours just walking, and out there, you can't get a cell signal, which I love. It's one of the reasons I love going up there, walking on the land, and there's nothing, there's no development. I think I might have heard a plane at one point in those couple hours. Didn't see anybody at all. I could feel how much the tension in my body began to abate. Just this, we don't realize how much we're holding on and how much, our consciousness and our awareness gets quite divided or fragmented, I would even say, when we're on a line a lot, and we're it is not as if you're anymore doing one thing at a time and doing it in a place where you feel your heart, your feet on the ground. Cohesive, again, we say that word cohesive. That is a good English word that we mean, cohesive. That is, the human experience becomes more and more fragmented, more and more lost from the umbilical cord from the mother, but it is always regainable, it is always here, it is always holding. To bring your awareness further in, deeper in, doing it on purpose. Now that is medicine. That is healing. Yeah. I could feel my body unwind. And like I had a to-do list like a mile long, like when I come back and it's like 10 o'clock at night, I think I'm going to do stuff. I was like, oh, I was so tired. I started to feel my deeper levels of fatigue out on the land. And not a bad thing. Like, we need to kind of tune into what's really going on for us. And sometimes we're moving so fast from the moment we wake up into the moment we go to bed. Where is our consciousness? We are not able so much to do those things that are most nurturing to us and create the coherency of energy field, coherency of mind and body, heart and soul, all these things coming home when you resonate again with the pulse of the earth. So do a little bit of actual practice for that here soon. And the other thing I was going to mention, and the light language, by the way, coming through feels like it is a really grounding and supportive frequency. I'm feeling it through my feet and my legs, grounding, rooting, stabilizing the coherent energy field. So just as those longer sections of light language are also coming through, you might notice that, or just see how is that landing for you. A little bit more about the extreme weather events that our planet Gaia is expressing lately. And doing a little bit of healing too here in a moment for our homeland, our local land that our home sits on, and that we are moving with and through, whether we remember or not. But again, just a personal story to make it relevant. It was a week ago, we were on the edge of a tornado here and experienced quite a severe storm with very, very large hail. So my roof is in crisis. It's been largely destroyed. A few $1,000s worth of work I'm needing to get done there. But it was very scary being alone here and going through that and feeling like, I don't even know if you've been through like a tornado, that vacuum of first silence and then this whooshing, and there's nowhere you can go. It just is coming and all the hair is standing up on the back of your neck. Also, before moving down here for this stint, I spent 25 years living in the Southwest, desert Southwest, and up in the mountains too. There are the Southwest Colorado fire country. So if you've been through forest fire and you see the hillside above your house is on fire and it's coming and you're forced to evacuate, or maybe you are in floodlands or on the coast where the storms are getting more frequent and more severe. We're all living in places where the weather anomalies, things are erratic, unpredictable. This is happening all around you. You might be nodding there. There is no normal in weather patterns anymore. And we can say, Gaia has always been shifting. The patterns are always in flux. If you look at the millennia of life here on Earth as it's been recorded. But at the same time, what I would say too, and what I see in my vision, feeling that right now as I'm tuning in, the land where I live, let's say, Kashiki, close to the Gulf of Mexico, and the dissonant frequencies, slavery, war, oppression, poverty, fear. Just feeling that. Let's say the events and experiences that happen in the human realm on the surface of Gaia also affect the frequencies of the land over time. So it's the same thing with humans. So sometimes we experience trauma or something difficult in our life, maybe early life, and we may not have had the capacity to deal with it or the wanting to deal with it because it was probably quite painful. These tender things that happen, these wounds, they exist in the earth too. So again, going back to the earth blueprint and the human blueprint are wed, and when we experience in our body, we hold on to certain things, not consciously, but traumas and difficulties and challenges from your individual life are recorded in the body until we can deal with them, and sometimes we don't deal with them. We're not even aware that they're there. Could show up in the form of tension or eventually dis-ease, disharmony of all kinds. And there is a record of that. That is somatic. It is physical for us. But so the land can also hold on to these things. And as soon as I moved here, I noticed that there was a different pulse and a different resonance here that, I over time began to see pictures of, different and difficult things happened here, stored in the land. And we could call that a kind of morphic energy field. So over time, and fear feeds that. And I do, to be clear, I live on the Mexican border, and there is a lot of strife here, especially with our border wall and so on. So what I notice is I do my personal work with, let's say just clearing my energy field and working more somatically as I do to bring ease and restore balance to the physical body as well as the mind and the heart. Notice these things on the land, through the land, written in the land, these histories of turmoil, pain, and suffering. They don't always just go away. It depends on many factors, but they can be pulsating from long ago, here, and still today. So, just pausing with that. It's a lot to take in, that sort of a nuanced subtlety of our homeland, again, wherever our home, wherever you're listening. What is the frequency of the land? And Gaia's frequency deep down in the earth is potent, is vast, is constantly writing itself and writing, its own story, and including us in that. There's a strength there that cannot be undone. Just like our ancient primordial knowing can't be unwritten. What we know and who we are ultimately cannot be stolen from us, but waking it up. So the surface realm area of Earth, the vibration on the surface is what I'm speaking of more. And let's work with that a little bit here in great love of Gaia and bringing our awareness into all this in a way that can create cohesion, more cohesion as we're talking about today. So thanks for listening into that. And then let's take some minutes here to do an actual practice and offer some healing to all these things that I've been speaking of. So, let's pausing there, and if you like, you could even lie down, or maybe you want to go outside and be adventurous, lie on the earth. Just have a breath as we do, and I'm always bringing in those more gentle frequencies. So much in our world is so very fast-paced, and we can get lost. Our own authenticity and our own knowing can get kind of lost in the cracks, if you will. So that's one of the things I bring in with these sort of gentler breathing practices and practices of somatic awareness, deeper embodiment for the human, so we can begin to come home in that way, and to very softly unveil the tension in our own bodies and the stories it contains. Just having some breath there, and just knowing we're safe and held, and also have this strong sense recording today that we are doing something together. So even though, remembering that this is quantum, even though we may be listening and tuning in at separate times on very, very disparate places, locations, time zones on the planet, different days, doesn't matter. This is quantum, it transcends space and time. In this way, once you know this and remember this, you can affect things that in your terms happened long ago or might happen in the future. You can unwrite the suffering written in things in this way. Coming together, one of the marks of the fifth world. The fifth world awakens when humanity comes again together in the space of a heart, the space of Gaia, the space of holding each other and not drifting apart, but coming back home together. So, kind of a long message about that. The togetherness, coming back into a place where we are aware of our connection rather than our disconnection. So first and foremost, our connection to ourselves, our connection to the earth, connection to the land, the elements, the stars, and beyond, but also to the human family, no longer separated and apart. This is a lie that's been given to you. You can come home, and this is where the power is strongest together. So just bringing your awareness into your seat and your feet, your legs. We bring up the Gaia frequencies. You can just rest here. There's nothing really to do. And if you can't visualize, it's okay too. Just receive whatever's available to you today. Hishima kune ta ki kong kya tika de kan ko ke yi da kune de ko la mo me ki ke ko ucha shi ko ya ki ya ki ha ki shi ti tin na ti na chu ko mo tan chin chin shi on ta hani ti na. Breathing through the lower body and through the earth star, you might begin to feel some, as we've been speaking here, some resonance of the earth. Might sense a soft pulsation or a movement of energy in your body. So, letting your body fill with the earth light, and maybe as you breathe through your legs and your feet, your hips and your seat, Feel like you're dissolving a little bit into the earth below you. And wherever we are, whatever our physical structure is on this planet, we are held by the earth beneath it. There is always earth beneath you. Oh, and so I see opening up there it's like a gossamer golden thread from your tailbone down into the earth, into the centrifuge of Gaia. Interesting. Feels very strong, like tensile strength. Can withstand anything. You can carry this with you at any time, this golden strand of light. And with it we bring the water, the fire, the trees, the plants, the stones, the mud, the liberation of the life force, the ki, the chi, the prana of the earth rising into you, human dear one. Can you feel the birds moving through you? The ancient animals running across the plains of your own mind, streaming, teeming, the fecundity of life. Do you remember that in your cells? Chishona, sleeping under the stars, feeling the earth beneath your bare feet and the wind through you, your hair. Smile on your face, remembering this. Smile on your face. Are you so different from the whale, the gazelle, the vulture, the dragonfly, the snake, the caribou and the bear? Monkey, Tina, panda, koala, terns, albatross. Do you feel them in you? The bats from last night giving you wings. Do you remember these things? Of course you do. They're written in you. They cannot be undone. Oh, letting that move through your body, letting that move through your energy field. It's just this, again, such simple medicine, but really bringing our awareness to it helps us resonate with it. So in effect, we bring our consciousness and our intent to it. And it's not that these aren't already energies circulating around us and through us, but there's something magical that happens when we become conscious of it. Because then we're saying yes to it. Then we are aware of it rather than the many, many other things we might also be aware of and resonating with. So this becomes stronger. And even if, say, you're bedridden or you can't, for whatever reason, get out on the land, or you live in a big city and it's just not possible, you can still do this because in your mind you are unfettered, you are free. And your own consciousness has the key. So bring your awareness into your belly behind the navel right now and back through the spine. A point in Eastern traditions, China, known as Ming Men, along the spine behind the navel. This is a life force port. Do you feel it? Do you feel it waking up? And I see it, feel this spiral energy flow through my belly. And waking up in the pelvic floor, the root foundational frequencies of the human. Totally. That one that is you waking up. Remembering the ancient waters from beginningless time washing through you, rushing. Waves and rivers, seas, time and tides. Bringing back those ancient wisdom streams into your life, your blood, life force flowing. Remember how much water you contain. The sublime frequencies of eternity rising into the heart along the spine. So from Gaia below, in that thread, that gossamer golden thread of light coming up and illuminating the spine and up into the heart, really softening through there, softening along the back and the musculature and holding patterns through the belly. So a breath coming up through the lungs and the spleen and the liver, just opening the rib cage there and up into the heart, these really deep earthy energies. Another breath there. It's just gentle. Let's bring your awareness to whatever's happening for you now as the light language comes in. Gentle, and for me on my end, I experience it coming up again through the spine and into the shoulder blades, across the shoulders, and down the arms. It's interesting, it's all rising, this rising life force energy coming into you and expanding through your energy field. Making cohesive the light. It's very soft and playful. I'm surrounded by what we would call indigenous beings, and a sense of laughter and play, and almost like a dancing kind of energy. It's quite, I guess I would just say fun. There's a lightness here for us. I'm giving thanks for that. And in my vision, I'm seeing a place on Earth, a time on Earth that exists before what you call modern times, technologies. If you were to look at the Earth from afar, from sky, from space, from star, you would see not a light to be found on this Earth, but the inner light, pulse of light from Gaia and the Gaia energy, grid energy field. That is the home star, the beacon, the lodestone of existence for humans, to keep them healthy, to keep them safe and protected, nurtured and nourished, empowered and clear. This is the one to hold most dear. Do you see it now? Just a glimpse is all you need to remember. It is already written in you. It cannot be unwritten, cannot be lost. Today we just do a little bit of finding together. And when you do this together as a collective, well, many things can happen. Many, many things can happen when the people come together. No longer separate and apart, but together in one heart. Caring for one another again. They take their power back, do you see? It all begins with the earth beneath your feet. So also reminded that the earth is a living, dynamic being as we are. So in a sense, has its own consciousness. You've been trained to believe the earth is dead, inert, nothing much, nothing really, just something, well, it does keep you alive, but not a body conscious. And so you have been trained to view your own experience, not a body conscious. But what happens when body begins to show you what's been hidden there? The tensions have a story. Tender, they want to emerge. Are you tending them? Can you? Will you make the time and space to come home through the heart? And as we're speaking here, and I feel the energies resting, releasing in the heart, on the stellar gateway above the head again opening, so receiving a wash of light from the above realms, coming and washing through the cranium, the skull, the pineal gland, pituitary, through the thyroid and thymus, illuminating the skull, the brain, all the fluids of the body, and training with frequencies, the upper dimensions, already and always existing in you as well. So you become that bridge between earth and sky, and let those frequencies awaken you to who you are, what you know, and what you came here to do. It is already written in you. It cannot be undone. So today we bring you just a little more home. And the throat energy is really waking up there too. Let's let that light, you might see or feel throughout this, different places in your being, maybe in your energy field or in energy center of your body, along the spine, or just a general location like the throat or the belly, the sacral area. And you can just be aware. It's very subtle, gentle work, but bringing our awareness to these places is in effect a way to supplicate their deeper wisdom. This brings aspects of your higher self also on board, part of the equation of your reckoning from day to day and moment to moment. These are tools to live with and develop. So again, we're reminded of developing our own consciousness is actually the thing that makes us free. The consciousness that is connected to earth and sky. This is the thing. This is the one. Chishikana. Connect that to the heart, and there will be an uprising and a waking up of all humanity. This cannot be undone. It is already written in you, the heart. You see all that running to and fro that is done now in the day. Well, distance is one from the heart, don't you think? Don't you think it is the heart, too, that is the most powerful thing in you above all the heart? So much division taking you away from that place, because that is your most powerful and potent. Potent. The potent energy center, the heart, the battery pack, the art of the heart, I'm hearing. The art, powerful art. And actually, when that wakes up, it's so much easier to entrain with the frequency of the earth and the sky, and all the energies kind of meet there and inform the rest of our body and our energy field. Again, very much protecting us if we're concerned about that, and actually can help protect us from the errant man-made signals and frequencies that we're constantly and increasingly being bombarded with. So again, it comes back to resonance. What are we resonating with in our lives? And it's always changing, but when we allow that earth pulse, and again, our maybe home star, if you like, those energies too, letting them become cohesive and expanded through our energy field, it really creates a solidity of our being, of our presence in our energetic aspect, which in turn affects the physical body. So weaving all these things together to make you more powerful in your human experience. The medicine is not out there somewhere it all exists in you, bringing your consciousness home and expanding it, coming true. I'm just pausing there because I'm feeling a great opening above through the soul star and then below through the earth star, and just really not limiting what is emerging there for you in your human moment of receiving these energies. And on the in-breath, you can feel as if there's this key and life force returning deep into you, like you're breathing into the bones and the bone marrow, through the muscles, through all the fluids of the body, through the forest and glacier and seascape, the desert, the mountains of your own body, your own being. This is you, unlimited, unfettered, and free. The sky opening up, containing you, setting you free. And just exhaling anything that's wanting to be liberated, and there might be a few things there. In a way, this relaxes the body so you can let go. When a body is tense, when the mind is in contraction, the subtle frequencies of anxiety and fear, the hanging on grows more and more. Do you see where that's holding you? You can let go. And I feel us all surrounded actually by these ones, these ancient ones holding us, and also all these energies, these animals and birds and trees, and it's very fecund, and I've been asking also to bring in my own experience and sharing that with you energetically from the land last night and from all the things I've been in training with myself, giving them as an offering. It's like we can bring something in coherent from our land, our landscape, and extend them out because they're unlimited. We can amplify those frequencies. We are transceivers, so we can do that for one another and for Gaia. Now it feels like my hands are making this motion too of a torus field, like we're sitting within a torus field. To Shukuna, I will put that on the screen for those of you that might be new too. You're sitting in the center and it's just washing up and then down like a little fountain around the sphere of your energy body, an energy field. And just you can feel into your own homeland there. Might be as simple as bringing your awareness into your yard and the earth underneath your home. What are the stories that it knows? Where are you living? What is the history of that land? And I think as a final offering here, of course, giving back our hearts and our awareness into the land, clearing these things out as the human energy field clears. And as you move with greater awareness through your local space here on Earth, on Gaia, from this place of expanded consciousness and cohesion in your energy field, your experience, you actually do bring healing to your land. And so you begin to resonate with the frequencies of the Mother. That is Gaia. The divine masculine feminine energies coming home in you and through you. So much coming through here. Thanks for standing by and absorbing this and moving through it with us together. And actually pausing the audio wherever it feels good to linger for a while, because now expanding the toroid field of your energy now, cohesive in its field frequencies. Just this really nice waveform, the frequency. very soothing and smooth. Exhaling, inhaling, so simple. Almost a luxury though, in our times as we live them now, to come home to the breath, a grounding in earth, the illumination of sky. And we can extend that toroid feel of cohesion and both receiving and releasing to the land, letting our awareness drop down perhaps all the way to the center of the earth and meeting there. Like we're falling with this sphere of light around us, swimming, falling, flying, laughing like children, rainbow-like children, and the elementals laughing with us, somersaulting through the earth, the sky, the sea, forever eternal. We meet there, as if drifting down like little lights. So much power, so much life, so much heart, so much love. And radiating out together from the center of our heart, connected to all that is, and merely strengthened by that awareness. Diminishes nothing to feel again that we are connected to one another and to this earth and to the sky, the stellar realms, and to the galaxies beyond. There's no limit. There is no limit here. So if you like, just gather a breath as it's coming through every pore of your being, breathing there into the heart. Ushikian hei sha oni. And letting the breath expand through the lungs, through the diaphragm, really receiving that breath. And as you exhale, you might have a sense of your own field expanding. Really powers up the energy field and largens it. So you might feel like maybe your awareness was just a few feet around you and now it's like 10, 20, 50, 100. No limit at all. And so we bring healing to our hearts, our infinite connections, and to the land where we live, softening and soothing, releasing any dissonance. Just as we bring our intent to that, no special tools needed. We just say, Gaia, thank you. Thank you. And we nod and we bow to ourselves. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for journeying here today. So simple, such simple medicine. Not a lot of flash and bling. It's gentle, timeless, eternal. You. As you continue to breathe, you can expand that heart frequency infinitely into the Gaia energy grid and field, any places on the planet coming awake, coming home, and any places, your own home area, wherever you live, whatever disaster weather you've been experiencing, bringing quiescence through the power of your consciousness and your mind. Vehicle sublime, wed with the heart. Consciousness and heart. It's all it takes to have that revolution. Humankind. Mushinira di hanikatichi na hanigan good honey la mo tatika nikatapo take hanikada shum the moon henny la shikun ramoti ti nande henny ti hanigana. Down well, yeah, ni ni da di na di mo ko na di ko na kan ka ku shi kana han ki mo che ni ko na ka ki kun de ka da chi na di ni. Subtle meanings contained here in pause and reflect, listen in. And thank you. As those energies expand, we're sitting inside of Gaia at this core and meeting each other in the heart space, expanding this moment into eternity, infinity, bringing this frequency alive. Letting this dissolve when you're ready and coming back. And if you feel inclined, go outside if you're not there already and put your bare feet, your bare hands on the earth and let that pulsation fill you. Thank you guys. Sirius Blue here signing off with sounds of my home watershed and a little clip of the bats for you. Ishikane, ishi, ishi. Thank you guys. Sirius Blue here signing off with sounds of my home watershed and a little clip of the bats for you. Ishikane, ishi, ishi.